guys hear about Amy and Captain Holt?
I thought he was gay.
Oh my god, Terry don't like this.
Yeah, apparently they are together. Let me just tweet this out to my 500k followers. Sent.
Throughout this scene, you can see how one social media post can transpire into an unflattering rumor. Gina spreads fake news about Raymond Holt and Amy Santiago. This is an example of how social media can cause employees to form different groups based on a common belief, creating barriers between them and negatively affecting corporate culture. A study done by Pew Research Center says 29% of interviewed employees ages 18 to 29 discovered information on social media that lowered their professional opinion of fellow colleagues.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have the cuffs?
I don't have the cuffs. Diaz has the cuffs.
You don't have the cuffs? What do you mean you don't have the cuffs?
Diaz has the
Diaz, you have the cuffs?
Huh?
This scene is an example of disruption social media can cause within the work environment. Detective Rosa Diaz is distracted on her phone, presumably by social media, and is unable to fulfill her obligations to her coworkers. One study has shown that employees spend approximately 32% of their time on social media every day. This translates to roughly 2 work hours every day and a decrease in corporate productivity of 13%.
All right, Diaz. What's going on with the notorious pie thief? It's been weeks.
Peralta was on the streets looking for him, but he hasn't.
I need answers, Diaz.
Peralta's out on the streets right now. Santiago's coming somewhere.
Captain, we've just received an anonymous tip from Twitter that the notorious pie thief is on Burnaby Street at Marco's Bakery right now.
Go get him.
In the previous scene, it is shown that the 9-9 team is having difficulty locating a notorious suspect through traditional methods. Amy reveals that through the use of social media platform Twitter, a citizen has reported the real-time location of said suspect. This is an example of how social media can be used to obtain information that is otherwise unobtainable. Pew Research concluded that 20% of individuals surveyed use social media at work to obtain information that helps them solve work-related issues, while 12% use it to ask work-related questions of people outside their organization.
Whoa, Diaz, look at all these donations. This is incredible. This is like twice as many as last year.
Well, actually, I'm the one who sent out the tweet, and everyone decided to come donate, so.
Oh, wow.
Good job, team. This makes me so happy.
An article by SHRM states that a vital application of social media by employers is as a knowledge-sharing platform, as employees should use blogs, microblogs, and expert directories to communicate internally with the corporation and externally with consumers and citizens. This is exactly what Gina did in the previous scene. By posting to her microblog on the social media platform Twitter, she was able to reach more citizens than she traditionally could by email or posters. This allows corporations to have a stronger public outreach and connect to larger consumer audiences. Within these past scenes, we have demonstrated how social media can have a positive impact on a corporation. This includes the ability to obtain information from multiple news sources, an increased public outreach, and an enriched connection to consumers and citizens. We've described the negative impacts associated with social media as a lack of productivity and an increase in negative communication between employees. We as a group have decided to recommend the implementation of a social media workplace policy. Pew's research studies show that 30% of workers use social media at work in a company with a social media policy, compared to 40% of workers in a company that does not have one. As well as 54% of participants agree that social media breaks help them to recharge and regain focus at work. And 56% of participants believe that using social media helps increase their job performance. That being said, companies who can implement a strong social media policy can reduce the frequency of social media being used in the office while still allowing their employees the ability to mentally recharge during breaks and personal time.